So y'all at the airport right now, huh?
Say it again, Coop.
I said y'all at the airport right now, huh?
Yeah, we're at the airport.
Y'all getting what y'all got going on?
Shit, getting ready for this Drugs Inc. You know, they finna premiere it on the National Geographic channel on September 23rd, and the soundtrack to that dropping on September 23rd.
Right, man. This Drugs Inc, man. How long ago did y'all record the episode?
We did it a few months back. You know what I'm saying? They wanted to do it, and we did it a little different. I know everybody like, damn, why would they go in there and just expose shit like that on Drugs Inc? But the episodes that they doing the Drugs Inc was a episode trying to show how hip hop and the drugs is connected, almost like rock and roll in the drug scene. You dig what I'm saying? And we were just showing them, man, that how we, you know, we smoking a lot of tree, showing them how we get down. You feel me? And prepare for the shows and for the studio and shit. With the tree, it wasn't no whole lot of us busting down no big shit and trying to big time and dry snitching on ourselves. It was real tasteful, and they did a good job with it, bro.
Was y'all kind of hesitant when they came at y'all with the idea of doing it?
Hell yeah, I definitely was. I'd have been through some, you know, we done been the Hoodstarz have been through so much bullshit, and we don't be wanting to have the bullshit even attached to our name. But then when they explained it to us, just like Scoop said, you know. Most people in hip-hop or most musicians own some type of drug. I mean, it is what it is. Whether it's alcohol, whether it's marijuana, whether it's prescription meds, whether it's some type of Molly pills or syrup, all musicians is on some type of drug. Most of them is in the closet and don't like to say nothing about it. We just pretty much just let the people know what's our addiction. Our addiction is marijuana. We smoke tree. We smoke heavily. But on top of that, just because we smoke marijuana, or because this is our upper, you know, even though it's a downer, but this is our upper, it doesn't mean that we can't stop doing for the community. So we showed them how we like to give back, and one of the ways we give back, you know, we went to San Francisco and donated over $400 worth of can food goods to the can drive, and they followed us out to Reading and watched us do a show. So, you know, we did more than just drugs, per se, you know, for this.
So it would be fair to say. So have y'all seen the episode? I know it hasn't aired, but did y'all get a chance to like screen it?
Oh yeah, we got it. No, we didn't. Did we get a book for you? We just seen.
Oh no, we didn't get to have a screening. We were thinking about doing that too. I thought maybe we had a chance to show. They showed us a little clip, sent us a little clip, and that's what we put on our social networks. But we were thinking about having a screening, but no, we didn't. We've been a little busy.
Just gonna put it in their hands and let them go with it, huh? I did.
Yeah, they gave us a slight way low. They showed us a little bit of it though.
The Drugs Inc. album, is this something in partnership with the company, National Geographic, or is this just a Hoodstarz imprint?
It's a Hoodstarz imprint. You know, we from the Bay Area, so you know, anytime any type of business opportunity or anything is presented, we're going to try to take it to the next level and capitalize out of whatever. We can capitalize how we supposed to capitalize on it, you feel me? But they part of it, but we pretty much put the soundtrack and shit together ourselves. And we was able to get some copyright, get some of that good copyright off them playing our music on the show and all the shit.
Right, good mechanical royalties and all that good stuff, man. That's right.
Right.
Who are some of the artists and producers y'all work with on the soundtrack?
Oh, we got hella different producers. We got a bunch of mechanics, Tracks a Million, Slap, June on the beat, Jay Dizzle, and that's just the name of a few. Shine T. Yeah, that's like 5 or 6 right there. So, and the different artists, we really want to put on the artists that's in our camp because they ain't really had no shine. Don't get it twisted. We reached out to a few artists. Some artists didn't really want to get behind it because you know they feel like the name or whatever the case may be. But the artists that did get down, you know, and we thank them. We even thank the ones who didn't. But the artists that's not inside our camp that's on there is Lil Blood, Ronald Mack, Stressmatic, John T, and Del Treese.
When's the release date for that?
That's on the same day. It's gonna be on all internet sites, or like Google Play, iTunes, Spotify, everything on September 23rd. It's gonna be in Rasputin's and Dimples out this way too on September 23rd. Drugs Inc. And to elaborate on what Stu said, they wasn't part of it as far as the soundtrack. They gave us their blessings to do it, and they're gonna have the link connected to the show and on our website. So they are involved in it because we didn't get paid for this show. You get what I'm saying? They wanted to pay us, and we asked them, instead of getting paid, if we can have the rights to put out the soundtrack. And with any soundtrack, the soundtrack is the soundtrack of the movie or the show. So that's the reason why we named it Drugs Inc. It's not a particular Hoodstarz album, because the Hoodstarz album is well-rounded. We talk about, we in the club with it, we in the streets with it, we subconsciously with it. This is basically a soundtrack to a TV show. So it's about drugs. You know what I'm saying? But that's why it's a soundtrack and not a Hoodstarz album per se.
Got it. And I want to try to jump back in past on y'all real quick. And I want to kind of know how did Hoodstarz come together? How did y'all end up meeting and becoming rappers?
About becoming a Hoodstarz?
Yeah.
Granddad's my nephew, you get what I'm saying? So, we really not put together a group or shit like that. We came up together as kids, though, like hustling on the same corner, you feel me? And we from the same little side that you call out for our city, only 2.5 square miles. So if you from the same side, and you pretty much know a nigga, you feel me? Right. I grew up with this nigga, lived with him as a kid, his mom went to me, you feel me? But it's like my brother, you feel me? So I mean that's why we've been able to sustain this group for so long. You don't see a lot of groups that just come out and be together this long as just one group. You feel me? It always usually be that nigga do this or that nigga do that or some shit like that. But we got a different relationship. We don't got a put together relationship. You feel me?
Indeed. Man, I gotta ask you, Totally Insane. That was your come up, man. You want to speak a little bit about the Totally Insane history?
Man, Totally Insane, man. Shout out to Ad Capone and Mac 10, man. Them is my big homies. Like I said, how me and Ben, they grew up on running on the same block. We from Albernia and Midtown in East Palo Alto. So we used to get out in front of my boy Ad Capone house. That's like my cousin. His house was the spot. You feel me? It's a rival. It's a rival. We used to get out in front of his house, you feel me, and hustle and do all kind of shit. So they was rapping, and as the big homies, we used to always follow them around and go to their shows, and always. That's how I was able to meet RPL and have a blessing to work with Andre Nicotina back then and all that, and Quinn and all that, because we was following them and following in their footsteps. But we always had that go-getter attitude, and that, you know what I'm saying, to always want to do it on our own and always do our thing. So with the help of them, we was able to do that. You get what I'm saying? They introduced us to this. Ad and Mac, Totally Insane. That's our God.
Yeah, man. I grew up to that, man. Definitely. Dope music.
In the back street. You live it every day. Yeah, that was that shit that they was rapping about and all the videos and they were shooting. That's where we was at. That's where we was getting it at.
Well, that's dope. That's definitely dope, man. Y'all gearing up for this soundtrack, but y'all really fresh off this DJ Drama 56 months. Y'all released back in November, man. That's been tearing the internet and the streets up. So how y'all hook up with DJ Drama and make that happen?
Man, that was supposed to happen, man. Drama been out here in the Bay Area messing with cats for the longest, from Zach to everybody else. So we basically just ran it through like Nash, like, man, we're just gonna take to do one. And we just went over the logistics. He's like, as long as the music was cool, I can prove that the music was gonna work. So we gave him what we had, and he was like, man, this ain't just a DJ Drama. He said, we making this a gangster grills. Everybody don't get a gangster grills. They get a DJ Drama Presents or, something else with Drama name, but not everybody get a gangster grill. So that 56 months was a gangster grills. And that 56 months did 146,000 downloads in the first 2 weeks. So I thank the people out there, everybody that supported that. That was big for me as Scoots, you know what I mean? That's the reason why I took us. That's why we just now putting out some music now, because we living off the success off that. That's how the Drugs Inc. came about, was all because of that 56 months. So God is good, man. We blessed.
And, you know, we happy we still doing it. Like Stu said, we been putting in work for years. And we happy we still here to do it today, bro.
Indeed, man. Y'all dropped y'all first album in 06, man. The Hood Reality, the very beginning and the peak of the Hyphy movement. Being that you was part of the Hyphy movement and consider of your genre of music Hyphy, and 10 years later, how would you label your music now? Is it still the same? Would you still call it Hyphy or?
What you gotta remember is that Hoodstarz, we was part of the Hyphy movement, but we was never no Hyphy rappers. We put on a hell of a show, and that show was a lot of energy, and that's what we call energy out here, Hyphy, right? But our music always been reality music. You feel what I'm saying? Like 56 months, like we get Band-Aid and Scoop, you're not gonna get a whole album or all streets because every day we're not just in the streets 24 hours a day. We do other things with our life. You know what I mean? We might go to the club. We might be pissed off one day, like fuck you to everybody, and we might be them cool dudes like it's good. We chilling. That's how we reflect with our music. You feel me? It might be a party joint on there because we do go to the clubs. It might be a joint on there where we like fuck the world because we mad, we pissed off, like everybody do. We might have a joint on there where we kicking real knowledge because we not no dummies. We really graduated from school and graduated from the streets. So it's just like our music always been reality music. That's how we classify our music. Music that's going on in the streets, stuff that's going on around us right here today. It just, when the Hyphy movement was going on, and all the artists that was picking from the Bay, we all got swept up under one umbrella. What everybody was talking about, and this is not a diss or a sham or anything like that, but when the whole Bay was talking about blue jeans, white tees, and Nikes, we was talking about getting our grown man on. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, we was never trying to follow the trend of everybody else, we just wanted to do us. And with that, we got swept up under the notion with everybody else, which is cool because we from the Bay, and we gonna represent whatever the Bay doing. But we always felt like our music was just reality music. Whether we take you to the club, whether you hear us on the radio, whether you hear us in the hood, it's shit that we can relate to and other people can relate to because we from right there where they from.
Man, y'all got picked up. You know, like you said, y'all been in the gang, y'all been working. I had a little stint over at Warner Brothers. Coming from the independent scene and then going to Warner Brothers, how was that?
The independent thing, Warner Brothers was cool. It was an experience. It got us out there, got us some exposure. But you know, if you know the business game, man, you know, if you ain't getting your money right with the majors, it's better to be independent. You're gonna see more money. So you know, without down talking nobody, and then like that, it's a better route. Independent. Don't get it twisted. When you good distribution situation, you know, it's lovely. And anytime you got a machine behind you, like a Warner Brother or Interscope, you know, they're going to give you that full exposure that you need without you have to come out your pocket. But at the end of the day, you have to pay all that money back. All the shit. You got to pay all that shit back, son. Ain't none of that shit for free. So as long as you letting them pay for all that, you're going to have to pay all that back. And when you think you get a check, you ain't getting shit. You feel me? So it's like the Warner Brother thing was lovely, you know what I'm saying? Especially for the distribution. But as far as for our pockets, it wasn't right for our pockets.
So if you had the opportunity to do it again, would you? Another label?
Just depending on what they was talking about, I wouldn't say yes and I wouldn't say no. I would use them for exposure. If we can figure out the numbers, what they pay for exposure, and I have to pay them back, then cool. But don't go spending money in places that I don't know nothing about. You tell me this is where you spent it. No, you need to have my signature on that. You like, okay. You can't just do it and expect me to pay you back. That's what I have my problems with.
You know, everybody know the headlines, man. You ran into a little I guess federal problems a little while ago. It had to sit down. How did that affect the music?
It affected the music a lot, man, because it stopped us from doing shows. Like promoters from everywhere would get calls from you know, authorities talking about don't let us perform because of this or because of that. When the whole time before this case occurred, we was performing all over with no problems. We ain't never had no problems. But because the case was so big and because, you know, it was on the world news, it got people scared. And that's what's crazy, right? Motherfuckers say they want real shit. We real individuals that went through some real shit and came up out of it without doing no sucker shit. And we can't, and it's hard for us to book shows in our own backyard. You get what I'm saying? We wasn't convicted of anything of that bullshit that they was putting on us. Our lives was inconvenienced for a few years, but then we came right back without no bullshit, pushing right back. And it's so hard, like you just said, to even book a show because of the past. But everybody said they want that real. I don't get it.
So even today, it's still kind of affecting your progress.
I mean, yeah, it's always, anytime you're dealing with the courts and the justice system, man, it's always going to affect your progress. Before we got caught up with that case, we was on UPN on the Kings and Queens, on the comedy show. We was doing shows at the Playboy Mansion. But when they see that type of stuff on your report or on your track record, anything to do with the law, that makes all the people with that money want to back up. Even if it's your fault or not, they don't want to even be involved. And no negativity. That's where all the money go out the door.
Well, good thing like you said, y'all came up out of it, man. So y'all could continue adding the bricks to the foundation y'all laid. That's a thing, man. I'm trying to offer you a whole bunch, like a decade or something.
Yeah, it's real. It's crazy as shit. But it is what it is. We back out here pushing right now on that Drugs Inc, the national show, National Geographic. Get over 8 million views per episode. That's going to be airing September 23rd. The album soundtrack, September 23rd. Man, they need to go get that. The first 3 single off that is called Sucker Shit. Y'all should be seeing that visual and be hearing that real soon.
Indeed, for sure. Man, hey, I gotta ask, Band-Aid, man. I know you, Chef Band-Aid.
Yeah, that's me. I'm the chef.
What's your favorite dish to whip up, man?
Man, I can whip up anything, man. I don't have a favorite because I'm so good at what I do. So it's like, when I'm cooking for somebody, I like to know what's their favorite. Don't even tell me what's your favorite food. Just tell me what's your favorite flavor. And I'm going to enhance that in my dish. You know what I mean? Like if you're a person that's crazy with mushrooms, I'm going to make you a decent mushroom dish. If you're a person that's crazy with lemons and capers, I'm going to make you a crazy lemon caper dish. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about if you like wine in your food, I'm how to make different white wines with fish. Like, I'm crazy with it. Like, I'm really crazy with it. Like, I'm not a cook, man. I'm a chef. It's a difference, man. You may be a good cook, but I am an excellent chef. It's a difference.
It's a difference.
It's a difference, man. But check this. I was chef before I was chefing.
Right, man.
I really was. I was scrambling green eggs and ham, man, for my kids for the longest, man.
Right. Earlier on, y'all mentioned about the drugs, how they followed you to donate hand drive. I read online how you guys got a lot of charity work. You say it doesn't really get mentioned in the news and stuff like that. But what charity guys help build homes, things like that? Can you kind of elaborate on those things?
I mean, it's good. We've been doing stuff for the community for years. It was a shame that we were doing so much stuff for the community that the community gave us the key to the city. You get what I'm saying? But they gave us the key to the city, and then 2 weeks later, we get caught up by all that shit that happened that everybody read about. So it was like a gift and a curse. It was like we were felt insulted, like we just got a key to the city, but then y'all go turn around and do this with us. After we didn't did backpack drives in the hood way before we did it for somebody else. You get what I'm saying? We used to do the free concert in the parks, and we just did a can drive on Thanksgiving. We're doing another one this year, along as a Christmas drive. That don't never get seen or talked about. Me and Scoop been having a elderly, like a convalescent home. It's an in-home living care for the last 5 years. You don't hear nobody talking about none of that. We're in charge of over 20 elderly people. You get what I'm saying? Over 20 people that depend on us for their medication, that depend on us to eat 3 times a day, and depend on us to get them up, make sure they get to the hospital. This is the type of stuff that's been going on. But people don't never look at the positive, they always look at the negative. And when they look at the negative, they want to bring that out so they get everybody else to rally around that. Which is some bullshit, but that's just the stuff the Hoodstarz has been going through for years.
Man, I tip my hat to y'all for that, man. That's definitely some grown man shit.
Real, real.
Football, NFL season about to kick off, man. What's y'all team?
Man, our team is gonna look like some bullshit this year. The Niners, we die hard regardless. You feel me? We both Niner fans, and we look like some bullshit this year. You know, it is what it is. The Warriors won though, so Golden State, bitch. Feel me? Yeah, that's everybody out there hating on them Dub Nation. Warriors, bitch. Know about it.
Yeah, that. Man,
hey, the whole bank go crazy for the Warriors, just know that, man. We all may be separate fans when it comes to basketball. When it comes to football, when it comes to baseball. But when it comes to our basketball, everybody in the Bay is a Warriors fan. Straight up.
Man, Groovy Inc. What's up with the Groovy Inc? Groovy Inc. What's up? What's going on with that? With the brand?
Oh, the Groovy Inc. That's going to be big. See, that's me and Scoop clothing line, but we not doing it urban. We're not going urban with the Groovy. We going more or less for the bike riders, for the skateboarders. We live in Palo Alto. We from East Palo Alto, right? East Palo Alto is the only urban city around us. Everybody, we grew up with the white boys, the Bay Area, period. The Bay Area is very, very open racial, very, diverse. So, but us living in Palo Alto, we didn't have even more, the Stanford friends and the Silicon Valley. It was like, the Groovy Inc. We wanted to touch them with some of our friends that's not really in the streets, but that's with our movement. That's what the whole Groovy thing is all about. Not to mention, the word groovy is a universal word. Everybody was groovy in the 70s. You smoked you some tree, you was groovy. You didn't care where you was from or what color you was. They used to go to Berkeley and just sit all together and smoke the flower. That groovy flower, and shit was groovy. So that's what we bring it back. We want to bring back that good time feeling with the clothing line, with our music, everything. Just let everything be groovy.
Indeed, man. The streets is wild, man. The streets been wild since y'all coming up. The streets definitely wild now. What's y'all opinion with all of this high profile coverage on this police brutality and stuff like that?
That's just so crazy right now. The world been going through this forever. They turn a blind eye to it. Just like the world don't want you to forget 9/11. In my heart and my soul go out for those people or for the people that was involved. And they want us to remember that, but they don't ever want us to remember the 300 years of slavery that we've been through. The whips on our backs, separation from our parents, from our kids. That's what we've been going through for years. You get what I'm saying? America been having a blind eye to that. You get what I'm saying? I can name so many different scenarios. We live in a racist world. I know it's a cold subject to touch on, but it's the truth. Look at Tom Brady, how he just was, just cut short of suspension games and everything for deflating the football. You feel what I'm saying? So, if that would have been a black player, football player, quarterback, his ass would have got suspended for the 4 games. Please believe me. So, it's been going on, but I can speak on it, but it ain't nothing I can speak on that the world don't already know. You get what I'm saying? Ain't nothing. NWA made that a long time ago. Fuck the police. Next thing you know, he just come up with AIDS and died. So I don't like speaking on shit that I can't got no control of. You feel me? Really, I don't. I don't like speaking on nothing I can't control or I don't have no control of. And it's going to continue to happen until an example of the police officers is made. And I don't mean like no street justice or no shit like that. If one of those police officers get 120 years in prison for killing an unarmed person, period. Let him get what another person would have got for doing that same crime. And then, and only then, I think that you'll see some change. But as long as they know they can kill somebody and not have to do no timing and also get paid relief, I believe it's going to keep going. I'm just being real.
Right. And from an OG's perspective, both of y'all being OGs, man, what kind of wisdom can y'all give to the young people?
Yeah, from an OG perspective, I just tell all my young niggas, man, it's bigger than your hood. You feel me? I just want all the youngsters, especially all the young men, like from the ages of 13 to 25, that just only thing that they have in their sight is what's in front of them right now, and the shit that they got going right now, man. It's bigger than that, bro. It's way bigger than East Palo Alto. It's way bigger than a piece of East Oakland, then a piece of San Francisco, then a piece of Vallejo, then a piece of Richmond. It's way bigger than that, man. And it took me to be in this rap shit for me to really, you know what I'm saying, see that. You dig what I'm saying? I did shows at colleges and all this shit. If I'd have known it was like that, maybe my life would have been different. And if I'd have been like, it's way bigger than what you see in front of you right now. And don't just get blindsided and don't just get blinded by that little ass picture in front of you. See the whole picture, my nigga, because there's something big out there. And I got a lot of my partners that's not even 20 years old or 25 years old yet that's either dead or in jail for over 10 years. Man, you niggas don't owe nobody nothing, man. You niggas, man, my youngsters, y'all don't owe nobody nothing, man. Just do you, man, and get yourself right.
Right.
Yeah, cool. I was saying how I used to follow Tony and Sandy. Used to be all out in front of their house and trying to do the same shit they do and try to run behind them because it was my examples. You dig what I'm saying? So I was doing the same thing. I couldn't nobody tell me that Alberni wasn't gonna be the block. In 10 years, I'd have been ready to fight, bro. Now I don't even gotta go down that street, bro. I got so much other stuff going on and so much other shit going on. You dig what I'm saying? It's like, for what? You feel me? There's so much other shit going on. I just want these young niggas, man, to just go see it, man. Just go look at something else, man, and then you'll have a different perspective of life and what you should be doing and where you should be at.
Indeed. Drugs Inc., the Bay Area rap and hip hop thing by National Geographic, featuring the Hoodstarz, airing September 23rd. Drugs Inc. The soundtrack is in store September 23rd. Band-Aid Scoop. Any last words, man, for the listeners?
Man, first of all, man, thank you, Coop, for fucking with us, bro. We'll talk. You know what I'm saying? On the interview. But, man, I just want y'all to know, man, y'all hit us on our social networks. We really be working them things. Hit us up on the Instagram. It's Band-Aid. Band-Aid is BANDAIDE. Hoodstarz. And mine is Black Boy, BLAKKBOI. Hoodstarz. It's the same on Facebook. Man, y'all hit us up, man. We holler back, for real.
Yes, sir, man. Y'all have a wonderful trip in Hawaii, man, and make it home, make it back safe and sound, man. I appreciate y'all taking this little bit of time out and speaking to the listeners, man.
Oh, man, anytime, bro. Anytime, bro. Much love, Cool, man, for fucking with your boys.